January 10th, 2022. I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire. He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. He put a new song in my mouth, a hymn of praise to our God. Psalm 40, 1-3a. In an earlier devotion, we saw that our new songs don't have to be inspired by our circumstances, but can flow from God's unchanging nature. However, our lives are full of concrete examples of God's goodness and faithfulness that can inspire new songs. We see one example here, and David's experience is so true for each one of us. God rescues David from a place of desperate need, a situation in which he is trapped and sinking deeper into trouble. David has no solution except to cry out to God and wait patiently for him to act. And he is not disappointed. God reaches down and lifts David up and brings him to a place of safety and security and stability. Can you identify with David's crisis and God's response? I know I can, too many times. In fact, what Jesus has done for us on the cross is the most wonderful example of what David is describing. Jesus has rescued us from the pit of sin and death and hell that we were in and set us on the solid foundation of a relationship with Him, now and for eternity. How can new songs not spring forth in praise of such an awesome God? David says that God Himself put a new song in his mouth. What David surely means is that God's goodness so overwhelmed him and his heart was so full of praise that it overflowed in this new song. When our hearts are full of gratitude for what God has done for us, new songs of praise will surely be released. Today's exercise is simple. Remember a time that God came through for you, brought you out of a difficult situation, met an urgent need, answered a desperate prayer, or even just remember that He died for your sins. And let a new song overflow from your grateful heart. Today's decree: He has put a new song in my mouth, a hymn of praise to my God.